Say cancellation fees are like manna from heaven.
Cancellation fees are like cancellation from hella.
No, cancellation fees.
Cancellation fees
Are like manna.
Manna
From heaven.
from heaven. Like that.
And this video is sponsored by our friends at UberAndLiftShop.com. Hey Johnny, you know what you should say?
What?
Say go to UberAndLiftShop.com.
Go to UberAndShop.com.
No, UberAndLiftShop.com.
Uber and go to Uber and what do I say?
So go to UberAndLiftShop.com.
Go to Uber and Lyft.com.
No, go to UberAndLiftShop.com.
Go to Uber and
Lyft Shop.com. Say it again.
Uber and
UberAndLiftShop.com.
Uber and Shop.com.
Uber and Lyft.
Uber and Lyft.com.
Go to UberAndLiftShop.com.
I'm not really good at saying this speed.
It's okay, practice makes perfect. Say go to UberAndLiftShop.com.
Go to Uber and Shop.com.
There you go, good job. So this is a real quick video on basically why you should always cancel as soon as you can. I call cancellation fees manna from heaven. It's free money. Now, I will say with a little bit of a qualifier, I know all markets are different, okay? So if your market, for example, doesn't have a cancellation fee, well, then don't listen to this video. Your market is different than my market, and it makes no sense for you. Another caveat I'll say is in the suburbs or in slower markets. So a lot of people, especially on my live streams, will complain that they only get 1 or 2 rides an hour because the market's slow. And that's what they're doing. They're driving 1 ride an hour. So if they cancel on the ride, they're afraid they're not getting the other one. And I understand that. That being said, if you're only getting 1 ride an hour, you may want to rethink whether the gig economy is for you. You may want to consider adding something else to your gig economy toolbox, whether that be like Postmates, whether that be Lyft in addition to Uber, because you really should be doing more than 1 an hour. But I understand, if it's really slow and you cancel, you're not getting anything else. Okay, I gotcha. Other than that, always cancel, always cancel, always cancel. On Lyft, now you have to call your customer. So call them, hang up on them, and cancel on them. They got 5 minutes to get there. If they're not there, leave. Now, I mean, I wouldn't be a dick about it like they're walking toward the car and the timer goes up and you can click off and drive away. I mean, you can do that if you want to, but if they're that close, just take them, okay? At least that's my opinion, because what you're basically gambling on is how much money you're gonna make on your next ride versus how much you're gonna make on this one. If you cancel on a person walking to your car, you can like see them, they're like on the sidewalk and they're walking, you're like, oh, you're too late, cancel, you drive off. Yeah, you're gonna get $375, but you know, that person might be going someplace for more than $375. But if there's no one there, don't wait, don't wait. The biggest mistake I think you can make in rideshare is waiting like 10 or 15 minutes for a ride, getting them, and then you're gonna go 2 miles down the street to like Subway or something like that, or Safeway or the mall or whatever. And so now you've wasted 15 minutes for $2. That's not the way it works, okay? It's bad. Another reason to always cancel is during surge. If it's surge, especially after a main event, like a concert, a sporting event, like whatever, if they're not there, cancel on them. It's surging. There are other people who need a ride right now. So don't go driving around the goddamn stadium or into all these different parking lots trying to find these guys. If they're not where they're supposed to be and it's surging, cancel on them, get another ride. Trust me, if the surge is high enough at a concert, there's enough business that you will get a ride from someone who's in the right spot. So basically, it's free money. You don't drive any miles to get a cancellation fee, especially in a city. So like So for those of you who watched my live streams in Seattle, for example, you know I would cancel on someone on 10th Street and I'd get a ride from somebody on 11th Street. So I drive half a block, pick up somebody and take them, and get the additional bonus of getting $375 for free. The more you wait, the less money it's in your pocket. So this next part I'm going to talk about will mess with your ratings. So be careful if you have a low rating. My ratings are always high, always between 4.92 and 4.95. so I don't have to worry about it. But this technique will get you 1-starred almost every time, which is if you pull up to an apartment complex or a house on non-surge hours, there's a good chance they're gonna come, they're just late. Just keep canceling on them. If they're not there, cancel, collect $375. Wait a minute or two at the most, probably a minute. They'll re-request, accept. They don't show up again, cancel. A lot of times you can get 2 or 3 cancellation fees out of one customer. Now remember, they're gonna be pissed when they get in your car because you basically just charge them 12 to 15 additional dollars on top of their fee, their regular ride. So a lot of ways you can turn a $5 down the street ride into a $20 ride in cancellation fees. Just remember, you're gonna be 1-starred, so only do that if your rating is not close to deactivation. Because if you do that too much, you're gonna get deactivated, and that's not good. So when canceling, there are 2 things you need to consider. The one is your cancellation rate, and the second is your personal rating, okay? Now remember, if you accept a ride and cancel, both on Uber and Lyft, they keep track of that, and your cancellation rating can get you fired. Meaning they will deactivate you from the platform for canceling on too many people in a certain amount of time. Generally speaking, though, this is a soft rule, not a hard rule, and they always change it. So, you know, that's the thing about these companies is there's not a real hard line anywhere in the terms of service. It's all up to them. So if they think that you're canceling too much, they'll just fire you, no questions asked. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And if they fire you for cancellation, there's no appeal process. That's the problem with these terms of service BS agreements we have, right? But generally speaking, you will receive angry emails and angry text messages from Uber and Lyft at about 20% cancellation rate. You will get deactivated around 25% activation rate. So always try and keep your cancellation rate below 20%. Now, like I said, that's a general rule. If you start getting those emails, stop canceling, right? You always want to play it safe. It's better to just wait a couple extra minutes before canceling than it is to get a cancellation fee. Now, if you are close to your cancellation rate and you're worried, that's why you have both Uber and Lyft, okay? So if you arrive at a spot and the customer is not there, what you can do is turn on the other app, okay? So say you're on Uber, you pull up to the person's house, they're not coming to your car, it's been 5 minutes. Turn on Lyft, see if you can get a ride. If you do get a ride with Lyft, just drive off and the customer will eventually cancel if you don't since you're not there, they're not there, they'll need a ride. So they'll cancel on you and get a ride from somebody else. You'll still get the cancellation fee, but it won't hurt your cancellation rate and it won't hurt your bottom line because now you're taking a ride with Lyft. So you're basically getting paid twice for the same ride. Now that being said, Uber and Lyft are both kind of catching up to that trick too. So be careful, if you do that too much, you will get angry emails from both Uber and Lyft for that thing too. The second thing you have to worry about is your rating, okay? So remember, ratings do matter when deciding in the algorithm who you pick up. So if there are 5 cars the same distance away from a rider, the highest rated driver gets that request first. That being said, if there is 1 driver and 2 requesters, the highest rated requester gets that driver, okay? So the higher your ratings, the better your customers are gonna be and the more requests you're gonna get. Now that, amongst a million other factors, is what goes into the algorithm, but I've discussed that in a video, I'll put that up here. So there is an incentive to keep a high rating, but it's not that important, guys. If you don't have a 4.95, don't cry, okay, it's fine. As long as you're not getting deactivated. If you're around 4.65, 4.7, you need to start worrying about your rating because you can get deactivated. Go ahead and contact me down below. I can give you some tips and tricks, or go look at some of my video library to learn how you can increase your ratings at that point. That being said, if your cancellation rate is okay and your rating is okay, cancel the hell out of your passengers. It's just free money, guys. Just every time that cancellation button comes up, cancel. Cancel $375. Cancel $375. It is free money, and who doesn't want free money? Hey Internet, it's Aaron, your personal driver, and today's video